In the ever-evolving tapestry of British royalty, the ascent of King Charles to the throne last year, following the passing of the beloved Queen Elizabeth II, marked a significant chapter in history. He is now 74 years old, a talking number. As his reign comes to an end, Prince William may have his chance. While Kate has made being a duchess appear effortless with her grace and poise, what if she were to graduate to the most prestigious title of all, that of a queen? In this video, we delve into the realm of royal imagination, exploring the most intriguing and peculiar scenarios that might unfold if Kate Middleton were to ascend the throne. Join us as we unveil the craziest things that will happen if Kate Middleton becomes queen. Royal title. At present, we are familiar with Kate Middleton as the Princess of Wales. However, the future holds a fascinating enigma when contemplating her role if her husband, Prince William, should ascend to the throne as the king. While it might seem like a natural progression for Kate to assume the mantle of queen, the labyrinthine intricacies of royal tradition unveil a different narrative. The British monarchy places a discerning emphasis on the lineage that underscores the reign, and an examination of history reveals the case of Queen Elizabeth II's husband, Prince Philip, known as a prince rather than a king due to his non-royal lineage. In the event of Prince William's coronation, it is probable that Kate's title might be the more modest Princess Kate. Yet, there exists a tantalizing prospect that she could be anointed with the distinguished designation of Queen Consort, a position that would define her authority by virtue of her husband's regal status. Queen Camilla. In our previous discussion, we delved into the distinction between the roles of Queen Consort and Queen Regent. A Queen Consort's authority is contingent upon her spouse, while a Queen Regent wields her own independent power. However, in the event of Charles's passing, Camilla would not lay claim to the throne and would be bereft of the ability to govern in his stead. Instead, she would experience a significant reduction in her status, compelled to observe as her stepson and daughter-in-law ascend to the throne. Such a scenario could exacerbate already strained familial relations. Royal fish. There are certainly notable advantages to occupying the role of queen, particularly if one possesses an interest in aquatic fauna. According to historical regulations, whales, sturgeons, and various sea creatures are deemed the property of the monarchy when they venture a certain distance from the shoreline. This precedent dates back to the era of King Edward II, when this statute was first enacted. It stipulated that the king would claim ownership of most of the creature, leaving the queen with rights to its tail. You might be pondering what practical use Kate Middleton, for instance, would have for a colossal whale tail. Oak. That's a pretty interesting question. In times long past, these tails were valuable resources for crafting items like corsets and various other essentials. Kate Middleton effect. Although currently holding the title of princess, there is no denying the remarkable impact known as the Kate Middleton effect. The moment she showcases a particular attire, it vanishes from shelves in an instant. Several experts estimate that her sartorial choices reverberate through the fashion industry, generating an annual economic impact of approximately $1.3 billion. If her influence is this potent today, envision its potential magnification when her husband ascends to the throne. Queen Elizabeth, renowned for her penchant for oversized hats and vivid hues, has set her own unique style trends. The future presents an intriguing question. Will Kate Middleton maintain her enduring classic style or embark on an evolving fashion journey? Royal engagements. The question often arises, what occupies the royal family's daily schedule? Surprisingly, their agendas are packed with an array of royal ceremonies and hosting responsibilities. At one point, Prince William made the difficult decision to step back from his role as a pilot to allocate more time to his familial duties. Should Kate ascend to the throne, she must brace herself for a significant uptick in her social commitments. In 2015, Queen Elizabeth's robust schedule comprised 306 engagements within the United Kingdom and 35 overseas. In contrast, the collective efforts of William, Kate, and Harry tallied 198 domestic engagements and 94 international ones. Order of succession. Should Kate and William ascend to the throne, the current line of succession will undergo a notable shift. However, it's essential to recognize that when Prince William assumes the role of king, his offspring will find themselves in closer proximity to the throne. In the future, their eldest son George will be the immediate successor, followed by their daughter Charlotte and their son Louis. Thanks to a newly changed rule, daughters are no longer forced to abdicate their spots in line in favor of their brothers. A reluctant monarch. The allure and glamour of being a member of the royal family often captivate our imagination. Yet, it's imperative to recognize that this role carries an immense burden of responsibility, which intensifies as one ascends the royal hierarchy. At the pinnacle of the monarchy, individuals find themselves profoundly bound by their position. Prince Harry has candidly conveyed that within his family, there exists no fervent desire to claim the titles of king or queen. Instead, these roles are regarded as familial obligations that must be dutifully fulfilled. Thus, should Kate ultimately assume the role of queen, it's improbable that she has harbored lifelong aspirations for this position. Rather, she will likely grapple with the newfound pressures and challenges that come with the role, embracing it with reluctance. Charity. In addition to their formal duties, members of the royal family dedicate a significant portion of their schedules to various charitable endeavors. This commitment is not only an expectation, but also a profoundly rewarding way to engage with the global community. While they are required to remain apolitical, they can contribute their time, resources, and prominence to causes they hold dear. The essence of philanthropy has consistently held great significance for both Kate and William. When Kate assumes the role of queen, one can anticipate her favorite causes receiving heightened attention and support. Degree. If Kate Middleton assumes the role of queen, she will achieve a historic milestone. She would become the sole female British monarch to possess a university degree. Her journey to this distinction began in 2005 when she successfully graduated with a degree in the history of art from the University of St. Andrews, where she also crossed paths with her future husband, Prince William. Notably, her burgeoning romance did not deter her from completing her education. In the annals of British monarchy, this academic accomplishment would render Kate the most highly educated monarch in the nation's history, something that few can do. Devastating implications. The loss of a family member is always a deeply emotional and challenging experience. However, within the context of royal families, such events can reverberate with far-reaching implications. The passing of Princess Diana, for instance, had a significant and distressing impact on the general public. In the week following her tragic death, there was an alarming 33.7% increase in the number of suicides among women in England and Wales. Over the course of the month following Princess Diana's funeral, the overall suicide rate surged by 17.4%. In response to the pressing issue of mental health, Kate has played a pivotal role in founding the charity Heads Together. This organization is dedicated to addressing mental health concerns. Given her passionate involvement in this cause, it is reasonable to expect that any tragic loss within the royal family would likely evoke a profound sense of sorrow and responsibility for Kate, especially if it were to precipitate such concerning trends in mental health, as history has shown. Residence upgrade. At present, the Prince and Princess of Wales reside within the charming confines of Kensington Palace. However, ascending to royalty entails a substantial enhancement in their residential arrangements. Their new abode will be the grand and imposing Buckingham Palace, a step up in size and regality. This move brings the added convenience of being in close proximity to the venue for hosting formal dinners and events. Nonetheless, this privilege of residing in Buckingham Palace comes with its own set of challenges. It's essential to consider the significant loss of privacy, as Buckingham Palace ranks high on the list of popular tourist attractions. Annually, it welcomes an astounding number of visitors, often reaching up to 400,000. The historical precedent of Buckingham Palace as a public site raises questions about the level of privacy that Kate and her family will enjoy during their stay in the palace. Reflecting on history, one might wonder if Kate will follow in the footsteps of Queen Elizabeth, who famously shared her living space with a pack of beloved corgis. The future remains an open canvas, awaiting the personal touches and preferences of the new residents of Buckingham Palace. Royal interviews. It's a common sight to witness members of the royal family participating in interviews, Yet one notable exception has consistently been Queen Elizabeth herself. Throughout her remarkable decade-long reign, she has never granted a one-on-one, in-person interview. Several compelling reasons underlie this choice, one of which involves the risk that an unscrupulous journalist might pose a question that could potentially tarnish the crown's reputation. While Kate Middleton may currently engage comfortably with the press, it is quite likely she will ultimately follow in the footsteps of Queen Elizabeth on this matter. Although she can continue to deliver speeches and issue official statements, interviews are expected to become a rarity, echoing the historical precedent set by Queen Elizabeth. Permission. In addition to her role as the Queen of England, Kate Middleton will also assume the position of head of the royal family, a responsibility that significantly impacts her duties. When it comes to matters of marriage, securing approval is vital, a tradition observed in the royal family. Prince William and Prince Harry both had to seek permission from the reigning queen, in their cases, Queen Elizabeth, to wed Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle, respectively. Consequently, if Kate ascends to the throne, she will hold the decisive authority over her children's marital unions. The royal family has witnessed some relaxation of its historically stringent regulations in recent years. Divorce and interfaith marriages are now permissible. Nevertheless, continuity in the Anglican faith remains paramount for the reigning monarch, as they also hold the position of the head of the Church of England, an Anglican denomination. While the prohibition against marrying a Catholic or raising children as such has been lifted, individuals of a different faith can rule only if they adhere to the Anglican faith. Royal Warrant. While numerous companies invest substantial sums in securing endorsements from celebrities, there's an even more prestigious seal of approval available, the Royal Warrant. This coveted designation allows companies to proudly display that their products are used and approved by royalty. Queen Elizabeth, throughout her lengthy reign, has bestowed many such warrants. However, should Kate assume the throne, she may introduce a fresh perspective to this tradition. The Middleton effect has been an instrumental force in boosting the fortunes of fashion brands. With Kate's ascension, her power of persuasion is set to gain even greater prominence. This shift in royal endorsements could prove to be a significant boon for select companies while presenting challenges for others. Royal income. The sources of income for members of the royal family often pique people's curiosity. They possess an array of properties and investments, each contributing to their financial well-being, enabling them to pay themselves a substantial salary. Presently, Kate Middleton is estimated to earn approximately $3 million annually, but this figure is poised to experience a significant uptick should she ascend to the throne. The past, in the case of Queen Elizabeth, had income from the Crown Estate, a trust that provided significant financial resources. Queen Elizabeth receives about $97 million a year, a significant sum by any measure. While the exact figure remains speculative, there is a reasonable expectation that Kate, as queen, will see a significant increase in income compared to her current income. The Middletons. One of the prerogatives of a monarch is the ability to bestow titles upon individuals. It's widely anticipated that Kate will grant her parents honorary titles once William assumes the throne. As grandparents to princes and a princess, and given their close relationship with both William and Kate, it's somewhat surprising that the current queen hasn't already conferred titles upon them. Historical practices within the monarchy indicate that such titles have been granted in the past to close family members and individuals with significant connections to the royal family. In line with this tradition, it's plausible that Michael and Carol Middleton may receive titles like Earl and Countess when Kate becomes queen. Moreover, her siblings, James and Pippa, may also be eligible for titles such as Viscount James and Lady Pippa. Red boxes. If you believe that the life of a monarch solely comprises elegant soirees and eloquent speeches, it's time to reconsider. A significant portion of the role is devoted to handling an overwhelming volume of paperwork. King Charles III will use the same red box as Queen Elizabeth II and George VI. The dispatch box, which will be used to carry briefing documents, important papers, including those that require a signature and information about upcoming meetings, has been embossed with a coronation crown and King Charles III's cipher. When the time comes, William and Kate will inherit the responsibility of managing these iconic red boxes. Sorting through piles of official documents is undoubtedly one of the less glamorous aspects of royal duties, yet it remains an essential task. So what makes Kate different if she becomes queen in the future? Let us know what you think in the comments section, and click like, share, subscribe to receive notifications about interesting videos from royalty. Thank you, and see you in the upcoming videos.